He wasn't just a comedian, he was a century wrapped in a smile. Bob Hope made soldiers laugh in war zones, hosted the Oscars a record 19 times, and became the voice that echoed through American living rooms when the world felt uncertain. But behind that perfectly timed punchline was a life far more complex than the applause ever revealed. Born Leslie Towns Hope in 1903 in London, he arrived in America as a poor immigrant child, settling near Cleveland, Ohio. He sold newspapers, shined shoes, did whatever it took to survive. And somewhere between hunger and hardship, he discovered a powerful truth. When people laugh, even for a moment, they forget their fear. That realization would shape not only his career, but an entire industry. He tried boxing. He suffered a brutal facial injury that left him hospitalized for weeks. He bombed on small vaudeville stages where audiences threw insults instead of applause. But instead of quitting, he sharpened himself: faster timing, smarter delivery, thicker skin. By the 1930s, he reinvented himself on radio, mastering the rhythm of invisible audiences. Then came Broadway, then film, then superstardom, with hits like The Road to Films alongside Bing Crosby and decades of radio dominance. Hope wasn't just performing, he was engineering laughter. He built writing teams, cataloged thousands of jokes, archived material by topic. He treated comedy like strategy. A failed joke in one decade could be resurrected in another when the cultural timing was perfect. That's not luck, that's mastery. But fame has a cost. Behind the image of the family man were affairs, rumors, rivalries. His marriage to Dolores endured nearly 70 years, even as scandals swirled. The public saw the grin. Few saw the fractures. And yet, when he stepped into military hospitals on USO tours, 57 of them, across 5 decades, none of that mattered. For wounded soldiers, he wasn't a headline, he was relief. He made a rule: no crying in front of the troops. Laughter was the mission. Television extended his reign. From 1946 to 1977, he dominated the Oscar stage, transforming it into prime-time entertainment. But time doesn't negotiate. His eyesight dimmed, his memory faltered, cue cards grew larger, punchlines arrived a beat too late. The man who once controlled rooms with surgical precision began losing control to age dot in his later years. Awards poured in: Kennedy Center Honors, the AFI Life Achievement Award, even an honorary knighthood from Britain. Yet the real tribute came long before millions who associated his voice with resilience. In 2003, just 2 months after turning 100, Bob Hope passed away from pneumonia. When asked where he wanted to be buried, he smiled and said, "Surprise me. One final joke." After his death, a private vault revealed thousands of meticulously organized joke files over 300 categories. Letters from presidents, notes from soldiers, not just comedy, a blueprint. He didn't just tell jokes. He built a system that kept laughter evolving with its era. Here's the real lesson: talent opens the door. Discipline builds the empire. Reinvention keeps it standing, but time humbles everyone. What remains isn't perfection, it's impact, if you believe. Legacy is built in moments, not monuments. Subscribe now to Silent Stardom.